crafters, it's Alexa from Hearts Crafts. I know I've been missing for a wee bit, but unfortunately life has been getting in the way, so I'm back now, and I wanted to share with you how to make this cute little album here. I saw this on YouTube this morning from a German demonstrator. Her name's Indra, I think I've said that right. So I'm going to try and link her YouTube channel underneath, but if I can't, I'm just going to put her name there so you can look her up on YouTube. She does some beautiful work. So yeah, how about we get started? Oh, actually before I do that, I'm just going to log on with my device. I'm just waiting for see if I've got you right. Move my iPad a bit. Okay. Oh, for some unknown reason it's not coming up on my device. Ah, here we are. Okay. Turn the volume down. And let's see if I know how to mirror this. There we are. I think I've mirrored this. How's it looking? We'll see. Hey Georgie, how you going, darling? Great to see you. Sorry I've been absent, but that's life, unfortunately. Now, I'm going to show you this lovely little mini album. Like I said, Indra, I think, is how you pronounce her name, from Germany, made this, and I saw it this morning, and I asked her if I could do it in English, because hers is in German, and she said go for it, so I am. So this is like a little box pocket album, and you've got your little mats hidden in here, and surprisingly enough, this was a very quick little project to do, which is, I thought it's very cute. And then these flip up here, and here's another little surprise box and another mat in here. And then this side's the same. And then you open it up this way, and I have another mat in here with another bigger box, and just a place where you can put your photos or journal or whatever you'd like to do. So I thought it'd be fun to make this, and yeah, I'm actually going to be making it in the Monster Bash, with the Monster Bash papers, because I am well aware we have not finished that album. So I thought I would do that with the Monster Bash papers. So So here we go. Here's all my bits and pieces. I'll pop that to the side. Now, to start off with, what you're going to need is 4 pieces of 6x6 designer series paper, preferably not too thick because there is a lot of folding in this. So you'll need 4 of them, and I have prepared already 3 of them just to make things go a bit quicker. Pop them to the side, and then you're going to need 2 6x6 designer series paper, and that's your other little box underneath these ones. I'm just going to show you how to make one of each, so I think you'll get it from there. So that one's quite cute. And then these are all your mats and the outside of your box. So these mats are 4.5 centimeters by 4.5 centimeters, and they will go on top of there. And the yellow ones, or the crushed curry ones, are 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters, and we'll stick them together in a wee bit. And then you need 2 pieces. I need my notes. 2 pieces of 5 centimeters by 10 centimeters. 2 pieces of 4.5 centimeters by 9.5 centimeters. And for the little booklet, these are the mats, and they are 9.5 by 9.5. And then for this little booklet bit, that is 20 centimeters by 10 centimeters and scored at 10 centimeters. Now this is the cover of your book, and that is 11.5 centimeters by 24 centimeters, and it's scored at 11.5 and 12.5 centimeters. And then the mats to go on top are 10.5 by 10.5 centimeters. So tonight I'm working in centimeters, which is a bit strange for me, I know that. I don't normally work in centimeters, but that's the way Indra did it. So I am just copying her because I love the way she did it and her measurements. Okay, we will need 1 full 12 by 12 paper, and then you need another 12 by 12 paper for decorating the front of your little album. So I'm just going to pop these ones to the side, and we are going to start with our little box like that. So the first thing we're going to do is, where did I put my bone folder? We are going to fold this in half. Now, if you do have directional paper, try to remember to keep it in a directional way, if possible. So we're going to fold that in half, and we're going to burnish as we go because it does make it a lot easier, believe it or not. And then we fold it in half again the other way. So, and then we should have 4 squares. And then we're going to fold it in half to make a triangle. And try and line up your points as best as possible. It does help. And then we're going to open it up and fold it into a triangle the opposite way. And then we're going to open it up, and we're going to keep it in our sort of like diamond shape. And we're going to bring this point here to the middle and burnish it down. And then we're going to bring and open it up and bring the point to this score line you just made there and burnish down there. And then we're going to do the same to the other side. We are going to bring this to the middle and burnish. Open it up and then bring this to the score line here, which might be a bit hard for you to see, but I hope you can see it, and burnish it down. And then I'm going to get my little tiny paper trimmer. This is something you guys can get when you decide to be a discount shopper, or if you want to be a demonstrator and run your own business, whatever. But you can get this, and you get a pack of paper, 40 sheets of 6x6 paper, 48 sheets, something like that, a stamp set, a free stamp set of your choice, and that's on top of all the other products you can get if you wanted to do that. Okay, and I hope you can see this, I'm just lining this up with this score mark here, and I'm just trimming that bit off. I love my little paper trimmer, it's so good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to glue down these two flaps. So any adhesive, as long as it's a strong, sturdy adhesive, I'm using Tombow tonight. But you could use tearing tape or double-sided tape. I don't recommend snail because it's not really a strong adhesive. It wouldn't last the distance. But definitely your Tombow glue, a good strong glue of sorts, or your double-sided tape. Okay, now that we've glued those down, I am going to take this up to the middle, just before the score line. I found it works better if you just before the score line, in the middle here, and I'm going to burnish that. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. And I'm just making sure these line up before I burnish it down. And burnish it down like that. Now we've got these score marks here in the middle, and what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these flaps, place our finger here, and we're going to try and line up and push down your flap. I know this is an origami fold, and there is a term for it, and I can't remember it, strangely enough. And then we're going to do the same to the other side, and we're just going to line it up with that. Hope you can see, I'm just lining it up with that score line. So if you bend your paper, it should be level. Okay, and then I found it easier to bring this flap down to the middle, keep your point in the middle, and to push down and then burnish it. And it almost looks like a tie. So very cute. Alrighty, then what I'm going to do is take this little triangular flap here, and I'm going to fold it to the middle. I'm not going to burnish yet until I've got everything where I want it to be. and then I'll burnish it down. Because it's getting quite thick, it gets a bit hard to get it perfect. So, and then we've just brought that side to the middle. And then this flap here, I'm just going to take it to the middle here and burnish that down. Now, I'm so glad I did not quite get it lined up here. I must be out a little bit somewhere, but that's okay because you're not going to see it once this is folded over. So all I'm going to do now is take my Tombow. I'm just going to apply some glue, fold that flap down, put some glue on this flap, fold that one down, place some glue on this flap and put that one down. Now that I'm happy with it all, I'm just going to burnish it all down and give it a nice good crease. Okay, and it also helps to seal your glue a bit better too. And then I'm going to take this flap and I am going to fold it just up to where this bit is. I'm just going to fold it fairly straight if you can, and I'm just going to burnish that down. So that's one half of your box there. And now we're going to repeat all of that on this side. So I'm going to take this flap and I'm going to fold it over. And this way is easier because you've got the line here. I don't know if you guys can see that line. See how I've got the line of the other bit there? So I'm just pressing that down. And then I'm going to take this side and I'm going to do the same thing where you've got this triangle bit. And then I'm going to bring this down. Make sure it's all lined up. And I shall burnish it like that. And I'm going to fold these flaps over. This side gets a bit trickier because it starts getting quite bulky. With the pressed petals paper, it's not so thick and it's a lot easier to maneuver. But I seem to be doing okay with this. Okay, there we go. Right, bit of glue. Whoops, too much glue. Bit of glue on this flap. Press it down, or actually I might press this one first. Press that one down, and that one down. Get my bone folder, press it all down, give it a good burnish. And then I'm going to take the top flap and fold it over and burnish it down. And there we have it. There we have one of the top boxes. I think these are so cute. I love it. When I was watching the YouTube video this morning, I was just so blown away. I was like, oh wow, I have to make that. So it's very cute. Okay, so now we're going to make this box here, which is the medium sized box. And this one's a little bit trickier when it gets to this bit here, but basically you're doing the same things. So I'm going to have this on the inside. And I'm just going to fold it in half lengthways. Open it up, fold it in half lengthways again. burnish it, open it up, fold it to make my triangle, open it up, fold it the opposite way to make my triangle again. Okay, and I'm going to fold it to the middle. And then fold it to the score line. Flip it over, do the same thing. Fold it to the middle. Open it up, fold it to the score line and burnish. And then I'm going to get my little paper trimmer in again and just trim off this little triangle here. Because it's got a beautiful lip on here, you can keep it flat and straight, which is what I love. There we go. So quick and simple. If I had to do that with scissors, it would be wonky. Right, now on these bits here, we're going to put glue again. Whoops, throw it away. Oh dear, the cat's back. Oh, there it is. Got a bit of glue. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to fold it just before the score line. It wants to move because of the ridge there. That's all right. You can manipulate paper. There we go. Okay, and do the same on the other side. Making sure you've got your, it looks like a tie. Looks good. Right. Okay, now with this one, you have a score line down here. And this is basically where we're going to pull this one over to there, as straight as you can get it, and press down. So I hope you guys can see that. So there's a score line there, and I've just pulled that over to there, and I've pushed it down. And we're going to do the same on the other side. The other side is easier because you've got that bit there to see, and push that down. And then if I can get it to go, we're going to pull this pull this down, and it basically comes down about to the middle, thereaboutish. Just get that point out. That's it. Got it. Okay, and then I'm going to burnish that down. And I'm just going to fold these flaps over, and then I'm going to open this up again, and where that little sort of diamond shape is, I hope you can see that little diamond shape just here. We're just going to place a bit of glue on there on both sides. So just in this little diamondy bit on both sides. Hope you could see that, the glue. And I'm just going to push that down. Too much glue, like that. And then I'm going to fold that over and that over and place some glue on there and some on this side. And I'm going to glue those down. Then, find if I turn it this way, I can take that up to there in a nice straight line and burnish that down. And then we're going to do the same on this side. So we're going to where is that? Fold that down. I find this bit a little bit fiddly. I think I am too far. It's about, should be about halfway-ish. That's a bit better. Okay, and press it there. So if you're looking from here to here, it should be approximately halfway. Ooh. Sounds of it, my cat's not happy. Okay, so we have that. Haven't got this side straight. It is a little bit fiddly. Okay, I think that's a bit straighter. Okay, I guess it will work its way. And get the bone folder in there, that will help. And in here. And now we can burnish it down. Here we go. Excuse me. Fold our flaps. And then I'm going to unfold them, open it up, place the glue in this little rectangle, diamondy bit, and a little bit on this side. And close that down. Using a handpaper towel because I don't want glue all over my hands. I'm good at that. And a little bit of glue here. And a little bit here. And we're going to fold these in. Whoops. Fold that over. Ah, this side turned out better. How's that? Perfect. And now we have our second box. Okay, for our third box, we're going to make with this, with our 12 by 12 sheet. So this is the one I am using from the Monster Bash, and I'm going to have, I don't know if I'll have this inside or that. I actually think I might go for the spider webs inside, something a bit different. Okay, so we're going to do the same as the first box we made. So we're going to fold this in half, and using the bigger sheet you'll actually get to see it a bit better too. Okay, so we're going to fold that in half lengthways and burnish it. And then fold it in half again lengthways. And burnish it. Okay, and then we're going to fold point to point, or corner to corner, to make our big triangle. Burnish that down and that side down. And I'm going to open it up and do the same this way. There we go. Okay, and now we have our 12 by 12 folded. I'm going to do the same again, so I'm going to go to the middle, fold and burnish it, and then I'm going to go to the middle again to where that score line is, fold and burnish. I'm going to do the same on the other side, take it up to the middle, take that up to your score line and fold it. There we go. Okay. My trusty trimmer. And yes, this does fit because I'm only taking off this flap. So I'm just lining it up with the edge of my trimmer and down it goes. And the other side, whoops, sorry, didn't mean to hit you. And down it goes. And then we are just going to place glue on these two flaps again. Just burnish that down. Burnish that down. And then I'm going to fold it to the middle. Oh, bit of glue. just before that score line there. And burnish that one down. And then we're going to come to the middle where the bend is, and we are going to bend this. Try and keep it straight. And fold that down. And fold that one down. Now you can burnish these as you go along. I found it just as easy to do it afterwards. And we're bringing this bit down. It's where it looks like a tie. And now I'm going to burnish this. Okay, I'm going to fold and then fold this one to the middle. Then we're going to fold this one to the middle again. Oops. Okay. Place glue on our triangles. I'm going to place this one down first, and this one, and this one. I'm just going to burnish them down. There we go. Okay, fold this one over, try and line it up nice and straight, and burnish it down. Okay, and this side, same thing. Take that one over, push it down. Take this side, bring it over level, push it down, so you end up like that. Then I'm just going to bring this down and burnish. Okay, fold these flaps into the middle. And burnish down. Bring this one to the middle. Oops. And burnish down. Open them up, pop some glue on. And I'm going to burnish them down. You're probably noticing I'm not gluing right to the very edges, and as you can see the glue is going to the edges still, so it does spread as it gets burnished down. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to bring this flap up and fold it over. To the middle and burnish it down. There we go, and there's our big box done. Ta-da! I think this is so cool. It's very good. Okay, now we're basically ready to put this all together, sort of. I'm just going to grab the cover. So remember, this is 24 centimeters by 11.5 centimeters, scored at 11.5 and 12.5 centimeters. And I am just going to burnish that where the score lines are on both sides. And then I am going to get some tearing tape because I want to put some ribbon around it. Now, Indra, she used 80 centimeters, which is what I used on my one, and I found that was pretty good. That's 20, 40, 60, 80. Okay, and I know this is probably retired now, this ribbon, but it's the scalloped edge ribbon, 1 centimeter wide. That was from the last catalogue. But like I said, I'm still doing the Monster Bash album, so I'm going to use it. So I am going to line this on my board here. Now, I got this completely off earlier. Don't even know why I tried lining it up, but I did. So, and I shall try again. So, I'm going to estimate the middle to be about there-ish. Try and keep my card straight. And pop down my tearing tape. No idea where my ruler is, but it's tearing tape. Okay, and then I'm going to fold my ribbon in half. This is how I did it. If your ribbon has a right and wrong side, as I just realised this does, make sure you're sticking down the wrong side first. So I'm just folding it in half. Take my backing off my tear tape, and I'm going to pop that basically in half of there, of the cardstock, and line that hopefully straight. And then I am going to put down the other side, hopefully straight. And I'm going to take my mats. Now I have black mats because I am going to use some designer series paper, and I will show you that in a minute. Just pop my mats down, just a bit of Tombow, nothing special. A little bit of extra glue where your ribbon's going to be. Whoops, throwing my glue around now. And just place that mat down. Over and press from the other side as well. There we go. And the other mat. hair there. Place that down as well. Flip it over, give it a good rub. Okay. Right. Now I wanted to mat this with this little sort of article bit here out of this paper. So these were 11 centimeters, so we need to make it 10.5 centimeters. So I'm going to bring in my big paper trimmer. Because I can't cut straight. Oops. Get rid of my scoring blade. I'm going to bring this down and just guesstimate that much. And then I'm going to just grab my ruler. Okay. So I should have gone up a bit more. So 11 centimeters will be down here somewhere. So I'm going to do this the hard way. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to line this up. In my trimmer. Okay, that's 11. Just going to cut till there. I just wanted to keep that whole. So, and then I am going to take this to 11 centimeters. And trim that off there like that, which is very nice. Okay, cool. Or was that meant to be 10.5? I bet you it was meant to be 10.5. Yep, that's okay. Get my little trusty paper trimmer out. I'll just take a little bit off each edge to get 10.5. And 10.5. Okay. Right. Now I'm not going to be putting anything on the back because it's going to go in my album. I have a little, my trimmer's just starting to fray my paper occasionally. So it's probably time for some new blades. Okay, I'm going to glue this down because I'm happy with that. There we go. And I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to get my big box and I'm going to glue my big box in. Excuse my head if it gets in the frame. I think I got it fairly central. There we go. And then we're going to glue these two boxes onto these flaps here. Where's my other one? Oops. Glue that one down there like that. Now with our small little boxes here, we are just going to glue them onto these triangles here. So they're just going to go down like that. And like that. Oh, there's my cat complaining again. Okay, so a bit of glue on the triangle, and only on your triangle, otherwise you won't be able to open up your middle box. Just onto there. And line this one up here. And this one lines up here. And then this one on here. Okay, there we go. Just hold that for a minute to let it dry. Put my glue away. Okay, so whilst I'm going to let that dry, I'm just going to mat these mats together. And actually, I might start off with our little book. Right, now I have my corner trio punch here. I'm just going to punch the edges. I should have done this sooner. Whoops. Now I am going through 2 layers of cardstock, so you do have to be a little bit more heavy-handed than normal. I just found when I did this way earlier, it was a lot quicker. I'm sorry for the banging on the glass. Okay. It is really warm here tonight. And as soon as that breeze dies down, it gets warm here. And then the breeze arcs up and it gets cold. You can't win. Can't win. Okay. Sorry guys, I should have done this a wee bit earlier. So you didn't have to sit and watch. This bit's a bit boring, I know. But but it gives it a nice finish. Gives your mats a nice finish. And it's good that these punches will do 2 cardstock at once. It's one thing I love about Stampin' Up. Their punches are very, very durable. Okay, last one. Yippee! And then we can glue these together and place them into a little album. Now you can put sentiments and all sorts in your little album if you want to. I've chosen not to at this stage because I'm not sure what I'm going to do, or I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it all yet. So when I figure that out, I will definitely put something in there. So, because you can make them for birthdays, for anniversaries, anything. But as you all know, this one here is actually going in my Monster Bash lap book. And whoever gets the lap book, they may want to put in their own sentiments and whatnot. So I'll probably just end up putting in a whole pile of tags, as I do when I make my albums for people. And then they can put their own thing in there. Okay. There we go. I was going to say lucky last, but it's not quite. Still got the big one to go. Never mind. There's those 4. And then our little booklet. I'm just going to pop these inside because I haven't thought about the front of this booklet yet. Maybe I might put one of the little monsters on the front. Or I could just leave it plain for whoever gets this. They might want to just pop a photo on the front or whatever. Okie dokies. Right, let's pop our mats into our little pockets here. In our little boxes. It's so cute. I absolutely love it. So there goes your little mat. And I'm sure you could put more than one mat in each box. These little boxes are great for your little Instat photos. You can always chop them in half or whatever. This is even better for your Instat photos. And they feel really roomy too, which is really good. That's what I love about it. And then, I love this, the big box! Yay! And our little booklet in there. There we go. And then I am just going to tie this up. Tie it in a bow. Gee, it's much more bulkier when you've used thicker DSP. So, there we have it. My bows are probably a bit too big, but oh well, doesn't matter. Great for people who have arthritis or whatever to have a bit of extra ribbon. So there we go, guys. I hope you like these. Like I said, the lady I saw this on YouTube from, Indra, I think her name is pronounced like that. I hope it is. yeah, like I said, I will try and link her YouTube channel to this video. If not, I will definitely put her name there so you guys can look her up. I'm going to turn you around and say goodnight. Hey Neve, how you going, sweetheart? Oh, it's terrible. Whoops. You guys are going to go wonky. I'm just going to hold you there. All right, guys, I'm going. You have a great night and have a great week. I'll be back again on Tuesday nights with my Facebook Lives. Next week I am hoping to do a little bit of a mixed media card with you guys. I've been playing with it lately quite a bit and having loads of fun because you get nice and messy. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you next week, approximately 7:45 on Tuesday night. Good night everyone and happy crafting.